Come on in, guys. We got an update on our bust from last night. Let a few people get in here and I'll fill you guys in. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Thank you, Helen. All right, guys. We got a little update on David Vensky, the bust that we did yesterday. He got put, after they swarmed him and got him in cuffs, they put him right to jail last night. He sat there all night. He had court hearing today at 1 p.m. He actually has, they did more further investigation with his phone and tablet and other things. They had a warrant on him to go, a search warrant on his house, his vehicle, basically his belongings, and to figure out if there's more involved. And unfortunately and disgustingly enough, there is more victims to this guy. So right now he's facing 5 counts of solicitation to a minor. He's also got a count for attempted third-degree sexual conduct, which means that last one means he was basically going to enforce sexual activity with a minor, in the best way to put it. Unfortunately, he got a $3,000 bond or $300 cash bail. He was bailed out today. He has a no contact to minors, and he has to stay within X amount of feet from any school property. His next court case is December 21st. So it's unfortunate he was let out. There's not a whole lot we can do about that, but we want to keep you guys updated on what's going on with him. We are keeping in contact with the chief of police at Glencoe. I want to give a shout out to them guys, by the way, because they worked with us very, very well yesterday, and that was a really good bust. Jill, there is, if you go on Worldwide Predator Hunters on our Facebook page, there is a picture of him. You're more than welcome to look him up on Facebook. Everything on this guy is now public information, so you guys can look him up in any way. We can certainly decoy. Maybe we can put some more pictures up of him and get his face out there. Unfortunately, he's I don't know what's going to happen from here on out. I mean, we have to wait till December 21st. I did just got off the phone with the chief of police at Glencoe again. He said that if there is any further update that he can give me legally, he will let me know. And kind of go from there. He's going to try and keep me updated, but you know, I mean, obviously it's kind of a I guess it's illegal even though it's public information. So at this point we are pressing to with the court administration and with the chief there to see if there's any way possible we can get this dangerous man back behind bars. And we want to make sure you guys all know his picture, memorize this guy, memorize his information, and keep your kids away from him. Very dangerous man. It's definitely not the news that we wanted to know about him getting released. But like I said, December 21st of 2018 is his next court date. I couldn't agree more. We all wonder here with worldwide predator hunters how he got released. Believe me, I wish I had an answer to that. It's definitely not the news we wanted to hear. But he was bailed out. You know, I mean, for some reason they gave him bail. You're right. They're right. They're definitely onto him. They like I said, we worked very well with the police department. They have fully admitted if it wasn't for us, they would have never caught him. We were able to work with them and get this guy behind bars, and at least get his face out there. And they're definitely onto him. That's for sure. No, he was not. He was not charged previously for 5 counts. This is what they have found after the further investigation and going through his cell phone and others. They have found out they're pressing him for 5 charges of solicitation to a minor, and then that 1 count of 3rd-degree sexual conduct. So this is all just off of this one bust. He may have previous. I know Founder Jay had mentioned that yesterday. He had told us that he had previous. He said that he's been previously in trouble for solicitation to a minor. It was not on his record, but that's what he had told us. His girlfriend was not very happy after she had, of course, found out that he was in jail. Last night, I called the police department, and I wanted to make sure that we could get a make sure that his kid or kids are okay. So they called me back. They said his daughter and kids are with the girlfriend. At that point, they were not allowed to actually legally tell her why he was locked up. But we do have some messages coming from family and friends telling us how innocent he is. And believe me, guys, he is not innocent. He's very far from innocent. Rehab is not an option. That's for sure. That guy needs to be locked up for a very, very long time. Rehab would do him no good. Absolutely. That's all we're doing is trying to keep you guys updated. We're not harassing anybody. Absolutely. It is all public records, but we want to make sure you guys are aware of what we know and keep you guys updated. That's exactly what we are here for, to keep you guys updated, keep you guys informed on some of these busts. Thank you guys all very much for the support. Absolutely. If it wasn't for the supporters and if it wasn't for you guys, we certainly wouldn't be as far as we are now. So thank you very much for that. And keep on sharing. Share everything possible. We'll definitely keep you guys updated as much as we can. But like was said earlier, it is public records, so you guys are more than welcome to look it up as well. All you got to do is call the courthouse with his name, and they give you an update. It's all public records. But the biggest thing is that we got him exposed. Everybody knows what he looks like. Everybody knows who he is. He was arrested. He is charged. I also want everybody to know that we may not have a whole bunch of busts day after day after day, but there is protocol that we have to take. We got to make sure that we've got enough on our chat logs, and we've got enough on this guy for him to be prosecuted. If we just jump on it because he's talking to a minor, that's not enough for us to get him prosecuted. We got to make sure that there is enough. And it can take some time. And there's a lot of times where these guys bail out on us, and there's not a whole lot we can do about that either. Our decoy did an excellent job of getting him to come back. It was a long process on this guy. So we're very happy that he was behind bars and he's getting convicted, and another nasty guy off the streets, that's for sure. That's pretty sick, Ari. That is, I don't really know, I have much to say to that. There's some sick people out there, that's for sure. Hope, that's one thing we found out. We looked it up online as well, and we didn't actually have as much of the information as I found out when I called the court administrations of Glencoe. So when I called them, I got a lot more information. I knew exactly that, they told me exactly what he's getting charged with, which they actually online had said only 4 counts of solicitation to a minor. It's actually 5 counts plus the attempted third-degree sexual conduct. And then they told us what his bond/bail was, and then no contacts to minors, which unfortunately, that was, he can apparently see his own daughter, and I don't understand that either, because she's obviously also in danger as well. Absolutely, Ari, I agree 100%. I hope that they save the victims, and I hope we got them in time before the other victims. It was too late. I mean, thankfully, of course, our decoy is not no 15-year-old. That's why she's a decoy. So there was one there, but you know, we don't know if the other victims are 15 or if they're other decoys, or they aren't through us. So we're kind of guessing that it is. Unfortunately, they're probably minors. But we have no way of proving it, so I couldn't really answer that for certain. But we are definitely hoping that we can save any future victims on this guy. But Ari, as far as looking up current inmates, we did that last night. We did post a picture of his current charges and the jail roster, what, you know, like I said, what was current from last night. That's posted on our Facebook page, so you guys can see that. But like I said, he was somebody decided to get this disgusting guy out of jail and spend the lousy $300 that they wanted for bail. I agree, Tara. It's disgusting. I wish I had an answer to that. I really hope that the girlfriend of this guy is around him and the kids at all points in time, because I want to make sure that they're safe. And that's why I called the sheriff last night, and I told him I want to make sure that he is, we know that there's a welfare check on them kids and them kids are safe. That means a lot for us to know that. Thank you very much, Joanne. Right, absolutely. I agree, Ari. Absolutely. But yeah, I agree, Hope. Yeah, I hope she, the thing of it is that we have noticed in past busts is that a lot of the family the relatives and the friends, girlfriends/wives, they are so upset that he's exposed. They look past of what is actually going on and what has happened, and they take their anger out on anybody else but him, because they're in such denial with their anger that they just think that he's innocent, and he's far from innocent. So we get some angry messages on our page. They will find out eventually that this is no joke, and unfortunately their significant other, their father, or whatever the case may be in the situation, is sick. It's disgusting. So I absolutely agree with you, Hope, but unfortunately sometimes the anger gets in the way, and the denial gets in the way for these guys to realize that that it's true. Hope, I wish I had an answer for that. Believe me, I tried getting all the answers I could before I went live. I was not very happy with, myself with the decision, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot we can do about it at this time. You know, the system is just, it's not right. It's not right for them to let a sick guy out like that. Susie, I can say there's probably some truth to that. You know, there's the big problem that I see is a lot of parents give their kids cell phones and computers and tablets on their own age, or at a young age, and they don't ever go through it. They don't ever search it, and they don't realize that there's all these other apps out there that that they can use that none of us know about. None of we in the adult generation at this point know anything about them, and that's where these sickos are coming from. That's where they're meeting them. That's why we can't stress it out enough. You parents, you're gonna, you know, if you want your kids to have a phone or a tablet or things like that, it's really important to go through it and know what they're hiding from you, because they think it's okay. And a lot of times, a 15-year-old girl, they're gonna think, oh my God, it's great to be with an older guy. That's the cool thing, right? Well, it's not. And we know that. But unfortunately, that's what goes through their heads. So we overlook what they could be doing, and we don't. As parents, we don't search them, and it's definitely got to be. That's another point that we try to get across to the parents as well. Not blaming the parents by any means, but it can help prevent kids to be getting into situations like this. And thank you very much for all of the support, that's for sure. Sometimes, Kimberly, yes, they do. And when situations like that come about, we don't have to wait any further. A lot of the times the decoys will give me or the hunters a go-ahead to say, let's go get this guy because he's offering money. And that is a huge felony in itself, just to be offering money, and not to mention the soliciting to a minor and everything else. So absolutely, they do offer the decoys money, and at that point we take it a lot more serious. That's when we definitely get the police department involved. And you know, when they say that they're going to force sexual activity, that is another thing we take extremely serious. And I can say to you guys that he was trying to force sexual activity to our decoy, the 15-year-old girl. Debbie, I can agree with that. I certainly can. You know, we're not here to put blame on parents, though. I mean, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get these predators off the streets. But what we also would like to do is to make sure parents know exactly what's going on, and to try and help prevent it as well, you know. So we just wanted to do an update on this sicko and answer any questions. We'll be doing another update here real soon. And if there's any other questions, certainly don't hesitate to ask. But I would like to also let you guys know, if anybody is willing, or we're a non-for-profit organization. So if anybody is willing to help in any way, you know, we're always willing to take donations, especially on like old cell phones, throwaway phones that we can use the internet on and our decoys can use on. We're certainly taking any types of donations, and just let us know or message the page and we can get you a P.O. box if anybody's interested. We also do have shirts and sweatshirts for a shout out to Trick Apparel on that. If anybody's interested in any of that, some of the proceeds from that is in donation as well. So if there's any other questions that you guys have, certainly message the page, and we'll keep you guys updated as much as we possibly can. The dog is actually with me. What kind of dog is he again?
What kind of dog is he?
Yeah.
He's an American Bulldog.
The dog in the back seat on that one was an American Bulldog. He's a pretty good dog. Joe, my catchphrase is keeping kids safe. That is very good, Tara. That is awesome that you do that. I mean, that is like I said, it's not. We're not putting any blame towards parents at all. That is all we care about, is getting these predators off the street and keeping these kids safe. That is our biggest goal. But we are also going to try and help the parents do what it takes to protect it from happening to them. You know, and help us prevent these guys. Unfortunately, one thing I've learned since I've been doing this is there's a lot more predators out there than people think. And if you look at the pictures of these guys, unfortunately, they're very normal looking. This guy was a farmer. Last Wednesday on the bus that I did over in Jamesville, that guy was a firefighter. He's got 4 kids. Make sure you guys, if you guys pay attention, look down there. Worldwide Predator Hunters just posted his case number. So if anybody wants to follow along with it, certainly write that number down and then call the decoy. Maybe if you want to post the phone number as well to that court, so these guys can kind of follow along with it as well. But it's the court administration for Glencoe. You guys call them, give them that case number, or you guys can say his name, and perfect. You guys can follow along with it as well. So thank you very much for your guys' support. Please share everything you can. Get the word out there. Help us out as much as you can. We will be back up in a... there, if you look at the bottom of the page there, she posted it with the phone number this time. Share as much as you can. Help us out. Get the word out there. If anybody's interested in donations of cell phones, tablets, computers, anything like that, just message the page. Also, we're still looking for many decoys, especially Washington State. We've got a couple hunters out in Michigan. We would definitely like to be able to find some decoys for them, and also some more help. We would like to have some more hunters out there, and even if you don't want to be a hunter and being as involved, that's no big deal. Just let us know, because we're also looking for security. So you don't have to be on camera, and you don't have to be the one doing the bus and showing your face to the world. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to do that. We're also looking for security as well. We need to make sure that our hunters are safe when they go on these bus. So we do a three-man minimum, and then when we're in the more dangerous part of the cities, we do as many guys as we can. So it definitely would not hurt to have as many hunters and security as we possibly can. So if anybody's interested in that, go ahead and message the page, and we can direct you in the right way to get involved with us. No, because Tara, I don't have the phone. So what they did yesterday is we gave them all of our chat logs. So they went through all of the chat logs before we did the bust, the police department. And so with that, they, at 1 o'clock yesterday, we were informed that they got, a search warrant on this guy for after we get him. They went and they searched his house. They searched his tablets, his phones, his whatever he has, and that's how they found the other victims. Tara, if you are interested, absolutely message the page. You'll get involved with our head decoy or a co-founder, and they will get you set up in any way possible. So thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to share. Thank you all for your support, and have a great day.